All right, question number 1. Who can eat a donut faster, Will or Ollie? Three, 2, 1, go. You done already? What the heck?
What are you guys doing?
Sorry, Mom. What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video. Today's gonna be a Q&A. Oh, those are so boring, they suck. I know, guys, but I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more interesting. So it's gonna be a hot and cold Q&A. What the heck is that? Glad you asked. So the first half of the video, I'm gonna be eating something cold. The second half of the video, I'm gonna be eating something hot. Simple as that. So the hot food I'm gonna be eating is this spicy ramen here. This stuff here, apparently it's crazy. I haven't tried it before. I can handle my spice. Just because college campuses are closed does not mean we can't eat like a broke student, am I right? And then this next thing I'm gonna be making, the cold food, which we're gonna be having first, is this ice cream recipe that a subscriber actually sent to me on Instagram by a guy named Cheat Day Design. So it seems sick, it's very low calorie, 350 calories for the whole entire thing. So I'm gonna make that now and then answer some of the most common questions I got asked and filter out all kind of like the inappropriate ones. Because guess what the most common question was, Mom? What do you think the most common question was?
How tall are you?
That was one of them, but do I eat ass? What do you think about that question?
It's a horrible question. I don't even believe you.
No, it was.
That is not nice.
I know,
No.
but all I'm gonna say about that is the sky blue? Do birds fly? So let's put this ice cream together and start answering some questions. Okay, so dude, you gotta move, man. Ollie just stands like right underfoot. When you're cooking, he's just right here. Like you gotta move, okay? See you later. Okay, so this ice cream recipe is very simple. There's only 3 ingredients going on, and the majority of the calories / all of the calories come from evaporated milk. So this whole container is 350 calories. And then for the sweetener, you're gonna be using stevia or any sort of sweetener that you want, 50 grams of that, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. I have Madagascar vanilla. It doesn't have to be from Madagascar, but that is pretty much it. And then you put it into a Ziploc bag, mix it all together, and then freeze it. So it looks like this, kind of looks slightly odd. And then what we're gonna do is smash it up with a mallet. So think of someone that you hate, and just gonna go to town on it. Okay, that looks about right. So I thought about my grade 8 French teacher if you're asking. So what we're gonna do is pour this into the blender. Okay, there we go, so that's in there. Now what we're gonna do is just pulse this thing and then start blending it up. Okay, so that looks like it's been blended up enough. So looks like this right now. Looks like something no one should ever consume in their lifetime. But don't be alarmed, because apparently if we add around 2 tablespoons of any sort of milk that you want, it's gonna make it actually look like ice cream. So I got some cashew milk here. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons, just gonna eyeball it. Okay, and then apparently that's supposed to make magic happen. And that's all it is, and that's the ice cream. Okay, looks like it's been smooth enough. So obviously, you can just enjoy it like that. Oh, wow, look at that texture right there, or consistency. But I wanna put some chocolate sauce on it, so let's dress it up. Okay, so I got some Walden Farms chocolate syrup. We're gonna drizzle that on there. And then I'm just gonna eat it right out of the blender, because why scoop it into a bowl when you just scoop it directly into your mouth? Do you feel me? And there we go. So let's get a spoon and do a little taste test. Holy mackerel. You know what? It tastes like a slightly compromised Dairy Queen Blizzard. I mean, I can't complain. For 350 calories, that is actually, this is like legit. It's a must try, for sure, guys. You can even make like a McFlurry or something if you like add in like Oreos and blend it up. This is actually crazy. Ollie, dude, you wanna go answer some questions? Yeah, let's go, come on. All right, let's answer some questions. So overall, probably give this 8 out of 10. Would like a little bit more volume. Usually my ice cream goes up to right here, but you should definitely give it a shot. So let's get started here. I'm gonna read off some questions. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time if I can't get your name correctly. I'm trying my best. Not the best at spelling or reading or really anything academic. So question number 1 from Ethan Ainsley. How to balance a social life with a fitness schedule, thank you. I don't think you should even have to worry about that, you know? I feel like I always say you should gym around your life, not life around the gym. I mean, you don't have to be in the gym that much, like maybe 4 days a week for an hour, cardio maybe 3 to 4 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes. So it's not that much time you're really focusing on your fitness. And in terms of going out to eat, you can really make anything work wherever you go. Salad, lean protein. So Ethan, I kind of take a step back. What is going on upstairs? I take a step back, kind of see what you're doing, and it seems like you're doing a little bit of overkill. Rebecca Elms, do you ever uncontrollably binge eat? If so, do you have any advice on how to stop? So no, I do not. I feel like a lot of people get cheat days and binge eating very confused. So like binge eating, as she just said, is uncontrolled, whereas a cheat day, it's very controlled. I know exactly what I'm doing. The days before, days after, it's all accounted for, and the day after a cheat day, I feel great. I don't feel bad about what happened. Whereas a binge eat, you lose self-control. The next day, you feel really guilty about what happened. So yeah, that doesn't really happen to me ever. Any advice on how to stop it? I would say, again, take a step back and look at your diet as a whole. Are you way too restrictive? Maybe you should get a little bit creative in the kitchen, make some foods that you enjoy. And if you make foods you enjoy and you enjoy your current diet, you won't have the need to binge. So yeah, take a step back, look at your diet overall, and I think you might be a little bit more strict than you need to be. Surprisingly, there wasn't many questions for you today. Usually all the questions are for Ollie. Well, I mean, then again, it's his channel. So next question, Lord Beerus 13. When are you gonna release a fitness program? Well, I have released 2 on my channel. Probably gonna release more on my channel when I change up my routine. We'll never charge anyone for a program, so yeah, it's on my channel. Noelle Stella asked, do you ever think you'll stop tracking your calories and macros? Great question. I do think I will, but I always think I'll have like an idea of what's going on in my head. That intuitive eating video I did really opened my eyes to like how good I am at actually like kind of like eyeballing and estimating, seeing if I'm actually overeating or not. So I definitely do want to transition into not being as strict and using the food scale, just not yet. I'm gonna have to let Ollie go here, guys. He's getting a little bit antsy, he's starting to cry a little bit, so say goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Okay, we're back. Sorry, Ollie was crying because my sister was making some food. So next question is from Shmulik Salzburg. What is the largest amount of donuts you have ever inhaled? Notice how he said inhaled, not eaten, so he's a longtime subscriber. Thank you. The most amount of donuts I've ever inhaled, I'd say is 13, which is a baker's dozen. Why it's called a baker's dozen is because you have the dozen, and you have it in the box, but then you have one for the baker. So usually when I go to Tim Hortons, I'll get a dozen, and I'll have one for the road. So I have one for the drive home, and then I come home, I still got my whole 12, so the answer is 13. Next question from Combinations 666. Favorite muscle to work out would be the back. Least favorite muscle group to work out would be the arms. I hate training arms. Love the back. It's close tied to the shoulders. Addy Girl 89. Have you ever puked eating too much? Surprisingly not. I would never let myself get to that point. Like, I think the closest I've had to like puking was when I did that pizza relay thing in my last video. Adrian only says, what's a goal you'd like to reach with your channel? I'm gonna stick with the 2 videos a week, Thursday and Sunday, continue to do what I'm doing. I'm really focused on like getting better at the whole like filmography and like videography and like editing stuff. So hopefully you guys have seen a small change throughout my videos because I've been working really hard on that. In terms of like, I don't really have any like number goals. It's just me to create better content. Yulia_SL says, have you ever experienced an eating disorder? And if yes, are you comfortable speaking about it? So I have, when I was in grade 11, yeah, so I was pretty big. I was not like obese, I was just fat. I was like 260 pounds. And yeah, I did. So I mean, I wanted to lose weight, and it started off healthy. I was exercising regularly, eating well, and then I just started to see like the results, and then I got addicted to the results. So I just like wanted to do it even faster, and I got addicted to the scale weight. So went down a very deep, dark time for that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'd barely eat. I'd wake up in the morning, have a bowl of like Vector cereal and an apple, and then I would like pretend to my parents that I packed a lunch for school, and I didn't eat lunch. Come home, probably have like a chicken breast or like a can of tuna, some other things, go to bed. So I was starving myself. I would see foods as like good and bad. There's always this famous time that always comes up in my head when I was at I ordered Swiss Chalet in for dinner, and I got like a chicken with a salad, and then all the meals come with like a little roll, and I wanted the roll so bad, but in my head I thought like carbs were bad, so I couldn't eat it. But then I just broke and I ate it, and it was like 3 in the morning, and I woke up, I went on MyFitnessPal and I searched up how many calories were in that roll, and it was 110. So I went on the treadmill at 4 in the morning and ran off 110 calories. because I thought I was gonna get fat for eating the bread. Crazy times. I can't believe I used to be like that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade it because it makes me who I am today. Yeah. David_Basella says, how many viewers do you have from other countries? Let's take a look. I'm actually kind of interested here. So United States is number 1, 46.5% of my viewers come from the US. United Kingdom number 2, 8.8%, Canada 7%, which I'm very surprised about because the amount of times I get stopped is pretty incredible, especially right in my like local like region. It's like the Tenny gang is real. And then after that, we got Germany 3.5%, and then Australia 3.3%. I also got a lot of love from India as well. BHG.Jericho says, how tall are you? I get asked this question probably 200 times a day. I'm 6 feet tall, 182 centimeters. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think I'm short. I don't know why people get that idea. I think I'm decently tall. My girlfriend's 5'11", so yeah. UTZ_V_K says, what are some places you want to visit? So I want to visit a ton of places. I've been to a lot of places, but mostly on cruises. So I'm only there for like not even a day. So I haven't got to see a whole lot, but I get to see where I want to go back to. And I definitely want to go back to Copenhagen, Denmark. I want to go back to Sweden. Definitely want to go check out Italy again. I love Italy. Want to go back to London. Definitely want to go to Australia. Also Japan, I really want to go there. That's also John Mayer's favorite place in the world, so another reason why I want to go there. Mitso.ca says, when are you moving into your new place and are you taking Ollie with you? So I'm on the condo hunt, for those guys who don't know. I've looked at a couple places, haven't found anything I love. I'm the type of guy that if I have like an idea of what I want in my head, like that's it, and I haven't been able to see kind of like what I want. I'm looking for kind of like a warehouse, like loft style kind of place, and that's very hard to find, especially where I'm from. Is Ollie coming with me? He won't be, unfortunately, because I'll just be out too much and I'm gonna be living alone. So he'll be alone way too much. So he'll be here with my parents, but don't worry guys, he will be in my videos. Don't worry about that. Dom lives. How to maintain muscle mass as a cyclist/runner. I think the biggest thing is you wanna account for the calories that you're burning from cycling or running on top of the weights that you're lifting, because you should be lifting weights alongside that. So you gotta jack your calories up a lot more, and you gotta make sure you're getting a lot of protein in. As Richmo says, best donut shop, which I'm assuming you mean the best donut shop I've ever been to in my life. I would easily have to say the donut plant in New York City. That was like the first time I've actually ever smiled in my life. I took a bite of that and my mind was absolutely blown. It was incredible experience. If you guys are in New York City and you have not been to the donut plant, 100% go. You really have to start cutting the grass right now? Okay, so last question before we get to the hot food from Gaston.Matt. Best way to plan out a YouTube video, or at least formulate the plan for a video. I mean, making a YouTube video is a lot like making a movie. You want to storyboard it first, kind of write down like, I usually like to write down how long I want my video to be, and then I kind of like make the scenes with it, and then talk about within each scene what kind of points I want to bring across. I don't script my videos. I feel like I've done it before and it just does not turn out well. It just seems very scripted, does not seem very natural at all. And making a YouTube video is a very big team effort, at least for me. I have like my whole family helps me make it. I have a lot of my friends, Charles, like Anthony helped me with my intros. Like those intros, some of them are not even my ideas, it's all their ideas. I definitely like to also be like at least 2 months ahead on video ideas. And the more that you know about your video that you're gonna shoot, the better. And just like I've done videos where like you kind of just say like, this is the topic I want to film, and you just pick up the camera and go, and it's very difficult to do. So I definitely write down every single thing, how many scenes, how long you want the video to be, the main points you want to bring across in the video, and that's it. Time to make some ramen. All right, so we got the ramen here, 520 calories for this whole thing. I got a beach towel on my side here, no milk, no rescue, not gonna have any sort of liquid while I answer these questions. So the idea is I'm gonna answer a question, then have a bite, keep on repeating that process until the questions are done for the day. This one smells like a rectum ripper. Mom, come here. Wanna try what I made? I brought you a fork. I have a fork for you.
Oh, I thought I'd get some chopsticks.
Chopsticks?
It's ramen.
Okay. Trying to make me look bad on the internet.
Ooh, it's a little bit spicy.
Yeah, it hits you instantly, doesn't it? It's making my ears hurt a little bit.
Your ears?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other end that was supposed to be hurting.
That's probably a little later on. That's like the delayed effect. Time to answer some questions now. Okay, question 1 from Nick and Maddie, other Toronto YouTubers. They're really great. Check them out. What got you into YouTube? So I feel like anyone who does YouTube, originally they start off watching YouTube. So I was a big YouTube fan. That was like my main source of entertainment. And then people were just like, yo, Will, you should give it a shot. You'd be good at it. So one day I just said, you know what, let's do it. Picked up an iPhone, started with my iPhone. You guys don't need anything fancy to get started. And then just kind of started doing it as a hobby, being consistent, doing 1 video a week. People started to catch on, like what I did, and then kind of went from there. Joel.err. How often do you drink alcohol? Not often at all. I'd probably say maybe like 6 times a year, 6 to 8 times a year. Usually only for like big occasions. Like I didn't even drink for my birthday. Don't feel the need to. I used to have a big, I wouldn't say drinking problem, but I drank a lot back in 2016. A lot of like partying and not a good situation or a good time. So yeah, so I usually kind of stay away from alcohol now. Only drink maybe like for like serious like occasions and stuff like that. Ek Vilaka says, have you always known that you wanted to work in fitness? Not at all. A big passion of mine is cooking, as you guys know. Always wanted to be a chef. When I was younger, that was like what I thought I was gonna do. Would watch the Food Network all the time. Still a goal of mine is to open a restaurant one day, do a cookbook for sure. M____. I don't know how many underscores that is. B. What is the weirdest food combination you've ever tried that's actually tastes good? 100% pickles on pizza. It's unreal. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling you guys, pickles on just like a cheese pizza is the bomb. Tongue is getting kind of numb. Roman's dead _. Who do you look up to in the fitness industry? I look up to a lot of people, and all for different reasons. You know, the first guy I ever watched, even before I even started YouTube, was Travis S. He's been a big inspiration of mine. Absolutely love the guy. He's been a big supporter of mine since day one. He has such this like energy, like so much positivity, how he portrays his message in his videos. Very good editing, very underrated content creator in my opinion. Love the guy. You guys should definitely check him out. Natasha Ocean, same thing. Like so much energy, very bubbly, very smart. Portrays her like content in a very good way. A lot of very good editing. And then there's guys like Matt Does Fitness. I really look up to him from his like the family point of view. Like it seems like he's such a good guy. The family gets along. Him, Sayers, Luca. His son's like well beyond his years. They just seem like they're having such a good time. It's such a team effort, and I want to emulate that in the future. And then there's my other doctor. That's not a doctor, Greg Doucette. You know, he says what no one else says. He says like he cuts out the crap. You get called out if you say anything that's bullshit. If you do anything that's bullshit, and I respect that. You know, he did that video on me, and mostly positive, but there was some negative, and I was hoping there was something negative in that video, because guess what? He knows a lot more about fitness than I do. He's been doing it a lot longer than me, and just knows a lot more, so you can learn from that. So definitely took what he said, and I kind of just, you know, wow. Where was I? Greg Doucette, yeah, you know what? He said some critiques, he had his opinions on what I had to say. You know what? I listened to it, take a step back. You can learn from it. And then there's guys like Joe Delaney, probably the chillest guy on the internet. Nick Bear, his work ethic is inspiring. And then there's like Jesse James West, jacked, funny as hell. Those are some notable guys. But I look up to mostly, honestly, everyone in the fitness industry. Everyone has like their own thing to bring. Alex Schmidt _. How did you and Katie meet? Advice for finding a relationship. We met at the gym. We like knew each other for a while. We didn't know each other for a while. We like saw each other for a while and then never said anything to each other. And then my friend Dylan actually invited both of us to a movie, Ford versus Ferrari, without telling us that they invited the other person. So it was just like kind of like whoa when we kind of got in the car and she was there. But yeah, started talking to her, and that was kind of like when you started talking to her, you kind of felt like you'd known her for so long. And yeah, it's been going well since then. Can't get enough of her. So my advice for finding a relationship would be to not like force anything and not kind of go out of your way to find one, because you're gonna get yourself into one that you don't want to be in. You know, I just don't think, I think if you're actively going out with a sole purpose of finding a relationship, you might kind of not be true to yourself and just want to get into one for the sake of being in one. So my advice to you is to kind of just take a step back and let life do its course, and you'll probably find something when you least expect it, and it'll probably be great. _con.knee. Will there be aprons on the next merch drop? 100%, and they're gonna be sick. And there's probably gonna be some donuts on it. RMO 707. If you could get a brand deal with any brand, what would it be? For sure, Tim Hortons. Free coffee, free donuts. The amount of money I would save would probably be disgusting. Rodrigo Balestrini says, do you think you have good genetics or most people can attain your physique? I think I have very good genetics. You know, my mom is like ripped, jacked. She works out every day, boxing, Orange Theory every day, does her own circuits in the basement. My dad, black belt in karate. He, when he was younger in high school, he was like half a second off qualifying for the Olympics for 100 meters. So I definitely have that like gene for like athletic performance. I do think a lot of people can attain my physique naturally. I'm not that big, 6 feet tall, 176 to 180 pounds. I don't see how that's not naturally attainable in my opinion. Marentes01, your bench PR. So I haven't checked or tried my bench PR for almost like 2 years. And I think when I did it like a year and a half ago, it was like 335 pounds. So I think if I tried it now, I'd probably get around 350, I'd like to think, but I'll try that out when I can go back to the gym. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be my last bite. Still have a few more questions that we'll get through. But this is not as spicy as I thought it was gonna be. But it's still super hot. What up, Cactus Jack? What up, Cactus Jack? What's your plan in 5 years? My plan in 5 years is to obviously stick with the YouTube game. Love it. Want to have my own restaurant. Want to have my own donut shop. Want to have a cookbook come out. Not an online copy, but an actual hard copy that you can order. Would be sick. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going. It's kind of overwhelming thinking about it, but I definitely want to have the restaurant, a donut shop, cookbook. So maybe some sort of a fitness app or something that would be cool. Kind of like a combination of like fitness, cooking, healthy lifestyle would be awesome. Kind of building like a community. Andy_H314, natty or not? This is by far the most common question besides, do I eat ass? I'd like to say, of course, I'm natural, but then again, I'm on YouTube Fitness and there's always that suspicion that you're not. And I respect that, so I'm gonna address it. So I'm natural. I don't have any reason to do it. I'm never gonna compete in my life. I mean, I'd have no like sort of like monetary incentive to do it. I'm never gonna sell a program online. I put everything I do for free on YouTube. I'll continue to do that, like my programs and stuff. I never claim to know everything about fitness. You know, I would never say like, oh, buy my program to look the way I do, because that's just not how it works. It's all genetics and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't see any reason for me to do it. In terms of like fitness and health, to me, it's a lot more than just muscular. It's a lot cardio, kind of like overall health, how you feel. So to me, like, it's not worth the risk to go on steroids. You know, I'd never sell anything to like make me need to do steroids to sell it to you guys. Maybe the thing I would sell is probably like a Boston cream flavored protein powder, and I'd be the first one to tell you guys don't need protein powder to get muscle. It just tastes sick and it'd be awesome with recipes. So yeah, natural, 100% natural, will always be natural. Could probably never pay me to take steroids, to be honest. Josh.plags, what is the best choice you made to see faster and better gains? Great question. So I've been working out for, I would say 7 years, and the first 4 years, I would just go to the gym and I would have no idea what I'm doing. No program, no idea of the weights I lifted last week. And as soon as I switched to a program and tracked my progressive overload, that's when like my new gains just kind of went boom, and like it skyrocketed. So just because you've been training for a while and not training smart does not mean you wasted your noob gains. You can totally get them if you get into a proper routine. Nikki Carrera 9, dumbest accomplishment you're proud of? 100% when I was in the Bahamas. I did this challenge, this drinking challenge, where I had to drink every drink at the bar in one go. And I did it, I got a certificate. So it was like 6 drinks. And each drink, I'll put it on the screen somewhere, you can see how they pour it. They just free pour it. They don't put it into like a shot glass and pour it into the drink. It was like 5 to 6 ounces a drink. So I think I drank like at least 26 to 30 ounces of alcohol, and I was KO'd, but I got the certificate and it's on my fridge right now. So that's all that matters. Last and final question of the video. Toke from Toke Willemsen. Toke Willemsen. Hey Will, who's your favorite actor or actress, and what's your favorite movie with that said person? Favorite actor is Jake Gyllenhaal. Favorite movie with that person? I have so many favorite movies with that guy. Southpaw, Nocturnal Animals, Nightcrawler are all really sick movies. Even Prisoners is really good. For actresses, it's probably a tie between Amy Adams and Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams, Southpaw. Amy Adams, Nocturnal Animals was sick. So All amazing actors, love them. So that's all the questions, which means I am gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it and you guys like the Q&As, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do a lot more of these. And let me know the theme for the next one. So hot and cold, maybe like hard and soft. I don't know. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.